Well, we got some exciting news. Why don't you guys come on in and gather around and we can talk. I always start off by asking, what do you like to do? What are some things that you like to do? And then from that, is there a product that sort of associates with what you like to do? Or maybe taking it back a step, asking the kids and all of you out there, is there things like technology, or is there products out there that interest you, and could you actually make them in your class? You can think of a lot of great ideas, and we had one class that actually wanted to do a song and put it in iTunes and sell that song in iTunes, and that was an idea for the venture. There's so many different things that you could do. It doesn't necessarily have to be that product. I mean, there was a great story of a class that made a bracelet, an anti-bullying bracelet, and wound up selling like 15,000 of these bracelets. And I think that's a very simple idea, but it caught on and it just grew into something huge. You can obviously brainstorm and come up with a ton of different ideas, but think of maybe what's important to the school. That might guide you. Think of, like, for instance, last year we did a great recycling program and created a recycling company because recycling was the theme of the school. So it really, we used what was going on within the school to develop that business. So there's lots of different things that you can use. So you never know. So don't limit yourself to maybe a product. It can be a service, like that song in iTunes. It could be pretty much anything. As long as you guys have that passion to do it, it can be done. You start with the basics. And in the classroom, you've really got to decide, who's doing what within the classroom and what can be done within the classroom. Sometimes, we had an idea, for instance, of making a garden and growing produce and making it a sustainable business. It's not just going to stop when this program stops, but can that be done within this classroom and within the time frame of the classroom? The kids only have 6 or 7 months within the program. So it was a great idea, but could it really be done? So you go back to what you have at your fingertips in the classroom. It's great to have a brainstorming session and throwing lots of stuff out there, but sometimes it can get off on too much of a tangent, and you really sometimes got to rein it in. So it's great to brainstorm, but at the same time, you've got to keep it, for lack of a better word, you got to keep it real. So, can it be done? And if it can be done, how are we going to do it? And then from there, actually doing it. So, keeping those sort of guidelines in mind, then I think it's a lot easier to develop those ideas. There's obviously so many resources at your fingertips. I think, within the classroom, you've got, the internet, which you can obviously use to look at businesses that are like yours that you're developing. And all of you that are going to be doing a lot of work, you have the teachers, you have the parents that can help, and you also have the community around you, the businesses. You can create letters and go out to the business to request money and donations. You've got the parents that might be able to help take the kids out to do that. They might even donate themselves. So don't just think that the 4 walls that are within this classroom are just the only place that you can do your business. You've really got to think outside of these 4 walls.